window because that was loud and rowdy. Okay, we're gonna do some yoga, because that's essential. I'm doing a lot of mobility training because I've had like an injury in my shoulder since last week, and it still hurts, but although that like technically feels like yoga, I feel like it's still important to stretch after the gym. So why not? We're gonna do it. Let me get my yoga mat. And by my yoga mat, I mean Seb's mom's yoga mat. Cool because it has all these different like settings. Let's see if you can see. See? So it has a bunch of positions you can do, which is kind of cute. Oh, first and foremost, Mocha needs some grub. So let's get him some. Get him some. Mocha, you want some food? He's kind of quirky though. He waits till Seb's other dog, Roti, comes in the room. And then out of pure jealousy, he eats the entire bowl to make sure that Roti gets no food. Which, it's not Roti's food. But it's still really funny. And then, the only other time he'll eat is when I'm here. See? He's coming out. Hello? Go get your food. He like hide under the bed when I put his food out because he thinks that it means I'm going out. And when I go out, he likes to hide under the bed. I'm not going anywhere, you can eat. He's like, are you sure? I'm not going anywhere right now, buddy. Here, have some food. No? Come here, give me a kiss before you hide. Give me a kiss. Oh my god. What? Thought you were... naked? Yeah. Hi, baby. You're an angel. You're a little angel.
I'll let you know when I'm coming out.
Give me a kiss.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh, he gave me a kiss. Oh, Mocha, you're the cutest.
I love when he buries his head like that. It's the most adorable thing. I love you. I love you. I love you so much. Okay, I'm gonna do some yoga. You wanna stretch with me? Should we stretch? Okay, ready? Big stretch. Oh, big stretch, Mocha. Come on. Gotta get that stretchisa going.
Gotta get that.
Gotta get that boom, boom, boom. Oh. Right, so let me see if I can get Mocha to stretch. Mocha, stretch. Can you see him? You ready? Stretch. Big stretch. Whoa. You gotta stretch. Come on, stretch here. Stretch here. Come on. Ready? Oh, big stretch. He usually does it. I guess he's not in the mood. But I am. Oh. So far away, but still so near. The music fades. Okay, so this is... Seb made this when he was younger. And this is like... Take on the terrifying Donald Duck. Courtesy of Sebargo. And then... we just stretch it. I'm from England originally, and then I live in Canada. Right now, I'm in Mexico. Hi. Are you gonna stretch with me? Watch Mocha, ready? Oh. And I can tell I'm making progress because I did this a few days ago and it hurt my wrists, but now it doesn't. Oh, that literally feels so good. And then this one, it's really good Oh, for side sleepers, which I'm trying to sleep on my back more with like a pillow under my legs because apparently that's like better. And when I side sleep, I put like a pillow between my legs and here so I don't like roll my shoulders, but I still wake up with so much pain in my shoulders. So you go like that, and then you like round it. Oh, that one feels amazing. And I got all these exercises from Elastiboy on Instagram. It's so good. Oh. And then this is, so basically, I saw another Instagram person talking about your lymphatic system. So after like stretching and working out, these things release, you know, like stress and negativity from your body, but only a little bit. So to help speed up the process, I need a lot more room. You do this. Oh, so essentially you're like tapping on the back and the chest and making it like just in the swing, like not like this, because that's using like the muscle, but if you go like this, you're kind of like opening up the shoulders. And then by hitting these spots, you're helping your lymphatic system do its thing. And then following this, you can do 30 to 50 deep breaths, followed by one full inhale and exhale. Let out all the breath, keep it there. And then go into like a meditation or sleep if it's the end of the day. And the combination of stretching, working out, and doing these things apparently is really good for you. So I've been noticing. Behind the knees. You can also massage. So instead of like do the slapping kind of thing, and then after just like also massage the areas. And it's such a big difference because I was just doing yoga followed by like light yoga followed by, oh, it feels so good, working out. And I was experiencing so much pain in my muscles. Like the recovery just wasn't recovering the way I wanted. So I had to like find some new sort of systems. And these like all these things I'm showing you have been helping me a lot, which is really refreshing because having constant pain from the gym, even when you're stretching, is like exhausting because stretching is supposed to like stop that, right? So you gotta really find like the mobility training and stuff that works for you. Because if you don't, you're just gonna end up injuring yourself. Oh. Yeah, before and after working out, always do like these kind of things, yoga, stretching, whatever. It's so important. I can't stress it enough because like from doing the rope climbing, my collarbone literally felt like it was gonna break last week. And then I've been doing all these things and it's been helping so much because if you don't and you just keep, like say you're like, okay, it hurts, so I'm just gonna take a day off and then go back, you haven't really done anything to your body to actually heal that injury. So even though taking a day off might mean you don't feel it, when you go back to the gym or whatever, you're just working out on top of that injury, which will cause so many issues for you later down the line. And for me, it's like, it's really not about weight training. Like I do weight training, but I see more results from mobility training. with a little bit of weight incorporated, because that's just my body, I guess. And everyone's body is different. But I would definitely say get your body more mobile, more limber, more flexible. And that's only going to help you when you go to cardio and weight training. Oh, like shake it out. Oh. And then when you're done, put your cowboy hat on so you can start your day. Right? Workout channel. Well, that's what I was saying about like feeling a resurgence in long form content on here this year, and like I've been going live on here so much and I'm enjoying it, and all these different things like podcasts or whatever. Like I just feel I'm really doing a lot of work on myself, and it's allowing me to really focus on my goals and my passions. And yeah, like it'd be cool to like do workout videos and cooking videos, like things I wouldn't usually do or think of doing online. It's kind of like this year feels like a year where I can just sort of like have more fun with my channel and with y'all. And yeah, just going live is fun because it kind of gives us like this one-on-one, whereas doing shorts and stuff, it's like I don't get to talk on there often. It's usually like with music, and those are really fun to do, but it's not exactly like the only sort of like content I want to be making. You're good at teaching. That's actually really weird you say that, because Seb and I were sitting at a restaurant last year. I think, yeah, last year. Maybe year before last. I think it was the summer before last year, with my grandma and this seer, like this person who apparently can see things that aren't really like see auras or whatever, I don't know. They tapped me and Seb on the shoulder, and they were like, I'm so sorry to bother you while you're eating. I really had to come over and say I'm a seer, and whatever this means to you. And they looked at Seb and they said, I see you, you're a healer. Whatever that means to you, you're a healer. And then looked at me and was like, and you're a teacher. Whatever that means to you, you're a teacher. And that really stuck with me, because then after that, I started teaching myself music theory, how to produce music and stuff. It like made me think about how like I used to like tutor people like in math, and how I really do enjoy all these things, and how like now that I'm learning production, I can produce for other people, and in that sense you're like connecting with the world in ways where you can teach people the skills you learn in other ways. And then it like has stuck with me because it makes me think like in the future, beyond doing my own music career and whatever I do now, maybe I'll like make online courses and help other people know how to make music or how to work out or whatever it is. And it's always really cool when you have like those experiences in life that stick with you. And the way like he just came up to me and said that was honestly pretty crazy. So yeah. Okay, we're gonna do a little more stretching because I feel tight. I feel like I need to stretch a bit more, mate. Because he's able to make people smile and cheer them up. Exactly. And Seb is a healer, because Seb is like, a lot of my personal struggles, Seb is able to just like know the words to say that can really like contextualize things for me. And like I've always said, like he lights up every room he's in, and he does have this very like healing energy. Like he's like, he almost never cries. He's very like grounded, and his like sense of the world, like he has a really good sense of like who he is, and is honestly so inspiring. Like, and more so than that, I feel like he's a healer because he's like with me, like shown the world like what love is in a way. Like I feel like he really does help heal the world just with his big heart and what he shares with the world. And yeah, like it's really cool to see like this person just like didn't know us at all, and they just came up to us and said that, which is so like, it's mind-blowing that people have that talent where they can just like see your energy. That's so cool. Because for me, I'm like more of a empath. Like I pick up on people's energies very quickly. Like say someone's like really sad but they're trying to act happy, like I know right away before they even like said anything, just by being in the room. Like I can feel that. Like I usually just go up to someone and be like, you okay? And that's kind of like my energetic sort of like power, I suppose. But like to think someone like sees your aura and sees your whole sort of like being, and like it was a really surreal moment. Oh, this is another really good one. You go like this. You can do it with weight, but again, like I don't really typically do that. Spread your legs and then go like. And always make sure you're like crown up to the sky and chin down. Because you don't want to be like this. You want to be like this. Oh, and you just feel it all here. It's so good. Oh, it's amazing. Hey, what's up, Sebasdion? If y'all are new here, make sure you subscribe. I just released a single from my upcoming debut album that'll be releasing hopefully in April. Bitter, the music video's out, so go check that out. And since releasing Bitter, I've actually learned a lot more about mixing and mastering, so the rest of the album, levels-wise, like sound-wise, should sound even better, which is super exciting, because for me, it's like seeing that progression as I continue to make music, as I continue producing, mixing, and mastering, learning new techniques. It's like the debut album is going to be this sort of like stamp on where I'm at in my career as a music producer and stuff, and then the next album is going to be just like exponentially better at technically wise, and that's really going to be really special to look back on in a few years when I have a few albums and be like, oh my god, look at the progress. And so far away but still so near. That's like the best, one of my favorite songs right now, because at the wedding we had a live performer, 3 live performers, one iconic gay guy. We love the queer representation at our wedding. There was so much of it. And then these 2 lovely ladies. We had the saxophone player, she's iconic, and then another vocalist. They were all so incredible. And then as in like all our wedding partying friends were up at the front, like where Seb and I had like our little thing. You'll probably see it in the final wedding video. And they started singing that song and we were just like, I keep it, and we were all screaming it, and it was like such a surreal, special moment that I'll never forget. And it was like crazy how it was that song, because I had like just recently become obsessed with that song like a couple weeks before the wedding. So when they played that one and then we all had this moment, I was like, this is so cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, honestly, stretching, don't forget, because it's going to help you so much as you get older. Like, if you focus on stretching when you're young, by the time you're 80 years old or whatever, you're just going to be so much more better off. And you don't want to be living with, like, pain that you could avoid. At least for me, like, I suffer from a lot of back pain and shoulder pain. So, if I didn't stretch, I would just, like, be the most irritable person in the world. There's a bunch of people that sing that song. There's like a girl that sings it, Tovlo sang it, a guy, I know which one you're talking about, has covered it. It's such a good song. You'll still see me standing here. The lights go off, the music dies. I can't remember the words, but I'm in the corner watching you kiss her. Oh, I'm giving it my all. I'm not the one you're taking home. Ooh, I keep dancing on my own. Eh, 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 eh. Such a freaking bop. Yes, I am. I am releasing my debut album later this year. The lead single, Bitter, is out. I have like, I think 16, I should know, around 16 original songs already out. So if you want to follow me on Spotify, wherever you listen to music, it's Dion Yorkie. And it really does help me out because I taught myself how to mix, master, and produce music all by myself the last 2 years. So there will be lots of albums coming. I want to release this album in April, May latest. And then I kind of like think I'm gonna finish a whole nother album before the end of the year because I'm just getting the itch to make more music already. So I've already written like pretty much all the lyrics for the next album. This album is very emotional, very what I was going through at the time. It's very like self-reflective, self-empowering. And the next album is gonna be a little more upbeat, I think, a little more sexy. Some of the songs I wrote are a little more sexy. But yeah, it's really cool, like as a musician, to then learn the production side of it, because I can now take all that and just like really have fun with different genres and different sort of like tempos and different sort of instrumentation and stuff. And you really never know where that's gonna go until you get in the studio, and that's kind of like the magic of it, because all of a sudden you create something and you're like, whoa, I like how that sounds. So it's really cool. I make pop songs, love songs, very that. On my new album, there's 2 or 3 love songs. The rest of them are more like pop ballad type. Like think like Midnights meets like 1975. I've been compared to people hearing these songs, like meets like Lord, melodrama era. I'm very inspired by that album. Meets me, because when I went to the studio for this album, I really just focused on what was like coming from inside. Like I wasn't like, okay, I want it to sound like this, I want it to sound like this. It was like, no, I want it to sound like me. I want it to be like, it was like almost like you're having like a dream of a sound, and then you, through the process, figure out how you're gonna like turn that into an actual tangible song, which was a really cool process. And honestly, super therapeutic. Like one of the songs, I sat down at a piano while I was learning piano like a year ago, and I just basically sang the whole song, improvised, and then that ended up being a final song on the album. And then other ones, like I might have made like a beat first, and then the melody comes after the vocal melody. It's like a very like fluid experience with the songs, and you never really know what's gonna come about it, but it's so cool. I just always loved singing, and then in 2019 I felt like kind of super depressed, and I was like, I think I need to make original music. And then from there I did more vocal training, and I do vocal training every day, and started figuring out how I was gonna go from just singing and writing lyrics to actually making full songs. And now for 5 years later, I'm, producing songs all by myself, and like in another 5 years, I feel like I'm gonna be not only making songs for myself, but like writing, producing, mixing, mastering songs for like, the top people in the industry, including myself. Because I don't know, I think I'm good at it, and I'm really excited to keep pushing myself, because you can only get better. And it's like to see how much I did just on this first album with like little to no experience as a producer. It's gonna be cool to see how that evolves throughout the next few years. Oh my god, okay, I think we did enough stretching, y'all. And I'm gonna go grab a little snack because I'm hungry. Okay, you wanna come downstairs? Come on. His little foot taps. Tap, tap, tap. But yeah, for me it was like growing up, I always wanted to be a singer, because singing just really allowed me to process things as like a queer person, and it really just always felt like the best thing. Like I would perform in musicals and talent shows, and whenever I was on stage, I was like my happiest. So then I kind of like took a break from that side of myself when I started creating YouTube videos, And then, yeah, in 2019, I was like, okay, let's get back into the singing and see if this is something I can do. And now I'm never stopping because I did the damn thing. I put in the work and I'm feeling it pay off every day. Maybe I'll just have some juice because I think Seb and I are about to go get some food outside. Oh, so speaking of prank videos, I pranked Seb the other day. I'm gonna edit it today, so it'll be up on my channel tomorrow, probably. And then the podcast will be up on my channel the next day. And it is such an amazing prank. I had so much fun because I haven't pranked him in so long. So I was like, what is gonna be my comeback? Like, what is that? And then it's just like, you have to wait till you see it. Subscribe to my channel, turn on notifs, and it'll be out tomorrow or the next day. It's literally probably one of the funniest pranks I've ever done. And I'm really excited just to keep going, having fun with my channel this year and not really like overthinking things, because in the past I tended to really overthink a lot. And that got me into like a place of burnout and feeling like I was creating what other people wanted me to create instead of what I wanted to create. So I really, like, in the last few years, I've just been doing what I want, and then I think that's like really coming into fruition this year. My shoulder, man, like here. I don't know what I did, but that's why I'm stretching so much, because I need to recover. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Team Dion's coming back. Seb, I'm not gonna say it's a surprise. Let's just say Seb has a video coming too. And I was disturbed. I don't think I'm still recovered from what he did to me. Porque yo creo que yo te quiero. Yes, get it. Did you write any songs when you were young and do you still have them? Yeah. I actually had two friends on my street called Jess and Carly. It's crazy how I still remember the names, because some people's names I forget. And I'm like, but those are easy names to remember, and they're icons. We were really close. And so we would get together, and that's when I started realizing that I liked writing lyrics. So in 2019, when I was like, okay, let me try writing some songs, I knew I could do the lyric part of it easily because I had already done that when I was younger. Like, we made a song and it was like really like depressing emo vibes. It was like, you can't see me in the darkness, you can't see me when I'm down, you don't see me when I look at you, and I wish you were alive, 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 alive. And I was like a rock moment. That's the only ones I remember. And then there was like, I would go to The Next Star, which is basically like Canadian American Idol for kids in Canada. It's not on TV anymore, but I would audition for that. And I would audition with an original song that we made. And it was like, you know, it was about writing a song or something, I think. Yeah, it was about writing like, writing, the writing process, I guess you would say. I don't know, when you get that feeling, it comes and it feels so right. The feeling that I usually get when I'm working on a song at night comes out of nowhere. Oh, Seb blocked me out of the room. And that's when the song comes true. It's the joy of writing and it goes me and you. Something like that. I don't remember. It's been like a long time. In fact, I still remember some of those lyrics. Hello, Des. Let me in. Let me in.
The lyrics. Look at the charger. Oh, yeah.
Charger?
Yeah.
Mocha. You good?
Yeah.
It's so wild how I still remember those lyrics. I did not think my brain was that flexible, but I guess we still got it. I know, right? I was like, didn't realize how I slowly became obsessed with wearing cowboy hats, but now I just like feel weird without them. So yeah, we're into it. What?
Where did you see the shirts? Where?
What shirts?
At the TBR store.
It'll probably be hung up with something else on top of it. Hey, what's up, Nicola? If y'all haven't already, make sure you go and follow me on Spotify or wherever you listen to music, and add my songs to your playlist because there's new songs coming very soon. Ayo. There'll be another single. Let me think. There'll be another single in like mid-March, and then the whole album hopefully mid-April, right after my birthday. So on my birthday, I'll like announce the date of the album release, and then I'll be like, it's my birthday, so y'all better pre-save. And then y'all can come through. And then we'll have a new album for summer. Hey. And then I'm gonna start looking into like tour manager so I can do a little tour because I am building a team and I can't do everything on my own anymore, and I'm excited about that. Oi, gente. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? Mocha has a lot to say. He's a vocal queen. He'll be like, he knows when to let you know he wants something, which I love because when he was younger, I trained him like that because if not, he would have just been like, you know, untrained and a mess. But he's so intelligent, like for a little puppy. Like usually smaller dogs are not as smart typically, but he's so smart. Like he learned so many tricks when he was a puppy, and I was like, oh, he's really smart. And now he'll like straight up tell you what he wants when he wants it. And I know a lot of dogs that just don't know how to do that, so it's nice to have a dog that is a little like not annoying. No, I've had experience with dogs that are untrained, and sometimes they're like not the vibe. It's like, why did you not train your dog? I love all animals though. I'm like really, if I didn't go down the path of being a musician and entertainer and whatever, I think I could have like worked in a zoo or something because animals are so cute. Maybe not a zoo because like that's kept heavy, but like a San Diego zoo or something where like they actually help the animals. Bring Mocha on tour. I know, literally I was like talking to Mocha about that. I was like, I'm gonna really miss you if I go on tour. Because Seb and I are already leaving him for like 2 months next year when we do our honeymoon. And then I was like, oh my god, like what if later in the year I do a tour, that's another month or 2 months I'll be away from him at least. Which is just like my heart. So if I tour around Canada, like Toronto, Montreal, I could bring him to those shows. Well, that would be pointless. Maybe Montreal, yeah. He can come to the Montreal tour bus, but I think he would just like rather stay with my grandma or something. So I probably wouldn't do that because I don't think he would like it. But imagine I brought him on to I could bring, because Toronto's like really close to where I live, so I could bring him to that show and then like we do a meet and greet and y'all can meet Mocha. Oh my god, that'd be so cute. Because I think I'm gonna do a release party as well in Toronto. So I'll do like that, a show in Toronto, see how that goes, and then film that show and then use that footage to show other venues my skills, and then hopefully be able to get other venues around Canada. And then in probably the following year or like the Christmas of next year, I would go to like perform maybe like in England or LA or whatever works out, whatever the tour manager can hook up. Which would be cool because then if it's like the following January, it would be, by that time I probably have another album on its way or being released in January. So it would be like I would have even more songs to perform for the like next little leg, and then it would just hopefully snowball with my career. Yeah, we do acting as well. We're hoping to like land a lead role for Seb and I this year, or just produce a show ourselves. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not Taylor Swift, so I don't have the means right now to go travel and see you guys touring in like every place you guys live. Nor do I have like the fan base to really pull that off. So I have to like really think strategically for the first tour, and then like I said, hopefully this album and the next album do really well, and then that would just like set me up to be able to do a huge tour one day. So I'll come see you wherever you are eventually, I promise. You want to write it for me? Write what for me? Oh, the show. Sorry, Sylvie. I'm sort of like a do-it-myself kind of gal. I don't like having anyone else write things for me because I want 100% of those rights. So maybe in the future when we're in like show number 2, you can be on the writing team. But for now, no.
Huh?
So, kind of been working hard on being able to do everything myself for a reason. That's what I would say as a creator. Like, make sure you do as much as you can by yourself before you bring in a team, because that way you know your rights and you know.
You have to pay less people.
Yeah, you have to pay less people, because you know, and you're only building your own creativity and your own skill level. So, one day you could not only write a show or a book, you could produce the movie or the show, produce it or direct it or whatever. So yeah, I'm definitely about pushing yourself to be able to do like wear all the hats as a creative person, because it just gives you so much more potential and reach and power in the industry, which is really important these days because like production houses and like labels, they're just gonna walk all over you if you don't know what you're doing. Yuan, thank you so much. I am from England. I was born in England. I was actually born in Bolton, England, and I moved to Canada when I was 7. So when I was 7, my accent slowly disappeared, and then I started speaking like this, and then yeah, I live in Canada now, and ahora yo vive en México. Es en broma. Yo viaje a México porque mi esposo, porque la familia de mi esposo viven aquí y sí. Do you want to go eat?
Um, Let me find a place, because I know that's not talking about some vegan tacos. Remember?
Yes, please. We're gonna go get some vegan tacos. Yeah, from what I remember being in England, it was always rainy, but I think that's why I love the rain. Um, I just like, I'm almost like happiest when it's super sunny or raining. Like, I hate the snow. I hate the snow so much. I don't know why my family moved to Canada, because it's so fucking cold. But I can't complain because I've had a great life. And honestly, I think if I was in England, things would have worked out a lot differently for me, because England's a lot, or at least back then, I think still, is a lot more homophobic. And I remember being severely bullied even before the age of 7 in England. Like, there's just so many slur words I remember being called, and I was 7. So I think it was like a nice reset for me to go to Canada. And then I got bullied in Canada too. But honestly, it's made me such a strong person. And I've had bullies like apologize to me later on in life. Um, and it's taught me a lot about resilience and about like protecting your own peace, and also helped me reflect on like why I had a lot of anxieties and people pleasing tendencies, and sort of like breaking those down and recognizing that those were walls I put up because of a lot of trauma that I went through as a kid. Like one time, one time I was at this party and this guy like kissed me. And then immediately after kissing me, beat the fuck out of me. Because he was obviously going through his own internalized problems with being gay. And that was crazy. That was crazy. Let me guess, the teachers did nothing, right? Um, yeah, I never really confided in teachers besides like when I got to Canada. No, I confided a lot in my mom. Like my mom, I would go to before I like had come to terms with the fact I was queer. I was kind of like in this phase of I'm not gay. Like, why are people calling me this? And I remember like going home alone, crying to my mom and being like, "Mom, like everyone's calling me gay, and I'm not gay, and I'm like I don't know what to do." Which eventually became me realizing I was queer, and yeah. But I always say like I had like I was in a drama club, and a lot of the people in that drama club were also queer or just like super friendly, like because drama kids are great when it comes to accepting other people. So I found like little kind of like groups of people that made me feel more safe and secure, and then I was able to like discover who I was more. Yeah, like I also had a great older brother who would stand up for me because he was in high school while I was. So um, yeah, a lot of people were scared of him, which was nice because they weren't scared of me. So if the bullying got really bad, sometimes he would like step in and be like, "You better fucking stop," and it kind of worked, which was nice. Because my brother was a little bit of a wild one, so people knew that he would fight if he had to. And I always like think back to that because we kind of like had moments in our life where we didn't get along as well. But then I always think back to like the times where he really did stand up for me, and um, like it was hard for him as well having the gay brother because people were so unaccepting. So for him to stand up for me and like um, be like fearless in doing that, it kind of like showed me how to have my own strength in standing up for myself. Is the mustache real? No, it's the peel off. Yes, it's real. And three of them would be the ones who would step in because the other three are way too young. Yeah, it's definitely nice having siblings or like a group of people around you that you can feel safe with when other people are just being awful. Yeah, I think when it comes to bullies, the best thing is to avoid them as much as you can, and yeah, like reach out to other people for help if you really need it, because the most important thing is your safety. But a lot of the time, I found that adding more violence to the fire was not the answer. So I would try to just like lead with love and avoid them like the plague, which worked for the most part. That's my husband. But yeah, so there'll be a prank video on here tomorrow, a podcast video on here the following day or two. The podcast will be on all other places you can listen to podcasts, like Apple Music and whatever, Apple Podcasts. Tomorrow, our podcast is called So Rude, and we're on season 3. We're going to try getting some sponsors and really build it out this year, maybe getting some special guests, like other influencers or whatever. So if you guys know any like queer creators in Toronto specifically, we'll start there. Um, or just like cool creators. They don't have to be queer, but like, people who get it. And yeah, you can go check out all my videos if you want to see my husband's face. He's doing something right now, so gonna have to wait on that one. But yeah, we're gonna go get some grub, some tasty snacks and such. Um, I have a day of the week where I watch it and have snacks. Hey, I'm glad you like the podcast. We really enjoy doing it, and yeah, that's why this year we really want to like build it out more, and we want to. You'll hear in the new podcast episode tomorrow. We're thinking of all these like fun ideas we can do to make it more. To make it more and more. As a lesbian that I am, I was closeted for so long just because I was literally on a homophobic school, and where I lived, it wasn't possible to come out. I relate. I came out very late. I came out my last year of high school because I didn't feel safe doing so before that. And then I was 17. And it would have taken me even longer to come out, but I ended up dating this guy, and they sort of like pushed me to come out, which was a blessing in disguise because after I came out, I was so much happier. um, and yeah, I think it's just always about like doing it when you feel safe. I have twin girls. They get bullied all the time. Oh, well, first of all, congrats on having twin girls. That is so adorable. I've always wanted to be a twin or have twin kids one day. That'd be freaking the cutest. But yeah, I think bullying is sort of unavoidable, especially if your child is a star, if your child has a light inside and a personality to show. And yeah, you just gotta like, just be there for your kid, and and I think it's sort of like there's more systems these days in schools to like help with that as opposed to when I was growing up. But I think it's still sort of like a universal thing where your child like is gonna have to navigate that one way or another. And I think it's really like about getting them in like clubs and stuff like that helped me so much. Before I was in clubs, I was like scared to walk down the hallways. And then I went into clubs and I was like, oh, okay, I can hold my head high. There's other people in this school like who I'm not terrified of. And then like guidance counseling and stuff can obviously help, but only to a certain extent. I think you really do need to like have multiple support systems, like family, friends, clubs, like whatever, like everything, because bullying can be so serious. And yeah, only through talking about it with like professionals in the school and through other like safe spaces can those things like get better and change for the victim and for the bully as well, you know, because it can like get to a point where maybe like the principal talks to the bully, and then because you have put in systems to protect yourself from when that bully gets acknowledged for being a bully, they have to own up and be accountable, and then you can like be safe and protected while they deal with that shit. It's so complex. Wild times. And I'm 23, people say I'm a gay singer. I've been a singer for 10 years. Yes, you're a singer. Not a gay singer, you're a singer. And then you just happen to be gay. It's like people at my wedding, like, oh, it's a gay wedding. I'm like, no, it's a wedding, and I'm gay. It's not a gay wedding. Don't label me as this, like, thing and put me into this box.
Like, we
I'm
can
so much
say
more.
it, but like, I feel like a lot of times when straights say it, they like labeling it.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm going to a gay wedding. Like, it's like wearing a purse. Like, no, bitch.
Okay, pack our things and kill. Oh, let me see where it's at.
This has been really nice chatting with y'all. I'm so excited to continue going live on here and just talking about all stuff. The album, like I said, new videos coming this week, so make sure you subscribe, turn on the notification bell, follow me on my TikTok, Dion Yorkie with 2 eyes after the D. Follow our TikTok, Dion and Seb, and I will see you in the next one. Have the best day, y'all. Stay safe, stay thriving, stay dazzling, divas. Bye.